Welcome to today's functional fitness class. Just before we get started, just to give you a little information, just think about while we're working out today. I have a list here of the benefits of strength training. Makes you stronger, and which helps us perform our daily tasks easier, decreases our risk of falls, lowers our risk of injury, improves our heart health, helps manage blood sugar, promotes greater mobility and flexibility, improves our mental health, improves our bone strength, it boosts our mood, improves our brain health, promotes a better quality of life, and helps us burn calories more efficiently. So a lot of good reasons why we need to continue doing our strength training workouts. So let's get started. Have a chair, your weights, and if you've been using the same poundage of weights for a long time, and it just seems like it's easy and you're just going through the motions, it's time to up your weights to a little bit higher. You might have to lower the reps, but we always need to challenge our muscles. So as long as we perform the exercises safely with good form, you can move up in weights, even for just some of them. Longer lever with straight arms or overhead, we might want to stick with a lighter set of weights, but biceps and back exercises, we might want to go heavy to challenge our muscles and help us get even stronger. So water, weights, a chair, and I need my notes, and let's get started. So let's get started with our warm-up as we start with a march. Again, it can be a small march. If you have some space around you, feel free to move around, maybe a march up and a march back, or around your chair, if that works. You don't have to stay stationary. Take a few deep breaths. Gently pull your belly in, lengthen through the crown of your head, roll your shoulders back and down. Good posture, good form. Check in with our bodies. And we're going to move to some jumping jacks. So nice and easy. You can stay behind your chair. Hold on to the chair if you need a little extra stability today. Or you can make the movements a little bigger if you feel pretty warmed up already. One more each side. Good. We're going to go back to a march, but we're going to add a kick. So we're going to lift, kick, lift, kick. Again, you can use a chair. If you need a little extra stability, you can even do a tap out front if that is better for you than a kick. And if you want to get really fancy, you can add an arm movement as well. Or keep your arms out. Let's do one more each side. Good. And then we're going to go to seal jack. So arms come in front, our arms go out to the side, and we step back. So make sure you have a clear space behind you as we open our arms wide. And step one, foot back. Doesn't have to be a big step. Arms can be lower. You can keep your elbows bent for protecting shoulders. We're just warming up our joints. So working on the hips, working on the shoulders. Good, let's do one more each side. Good, and then we're going to keep our arms together. We're going to go out to the side, bend your elbows, and we're going to go forward with a little tuck in the chin, pull in the belly, kind of round the spine, and then we're going to open, just warming up through the spine, across the chest, warming up the back. Good, then keeping our arms out, we're going to reach all the way up, and then we're going to bring our elbows down like we're pulling down. So lifting up, and then as we bring our elbows down, squeeze them towards your ribs. Feel those back muscles warming up. Still working the shoulders, moving through your range of motion. Good, and then arms straight out. Let's do some arm circles forward. Arm circles back. Good, and then arms by our side. Maybe widen our legs a little bit wider than hip distance apart. We're just going to do a gentle spinal twist. Just warming up the spine. You could do this seated if you feel more stable. Good, and then feet about hip distance apart, just little mini squats. So we're gonna bend at the hip and then bend the knees. So knees stay behind the toes and then come back up. So the knees are bending and a little hinge of the hips at the same time. And then as we come back up, press to the heels, squeeze through the glutes. Warming up the hips, warming up the legs. Good, and then we're gonna do our hamstring curls. Again, we can be holding onto the chair, just warming up the front of the thighs, the knees. Keep that spine long. We're bringing that heel up towards our glutes. Good, one more little hamstring curl. And then we're just going to bring one foot in front. We'll come up onto the toe. And then we're just going to do a little bit for the hip, a little bit for the knee, and for the ankle. Circle in one direction, and then the other. Good, and then let's go to the other side, same thing. So up on the toe, we're going to circle around in one direction, circle around in the other direction. Good, and then with both feet on the floor, let's do some wrist circles. Just get those hands warmed up. Feel free to move the fingers as well. Take a few breaths or two, and we should be all ready to start picking up our weights. We're going to start with our dumbbell route, working our upper back. So seated in the chair, hinging forward or staggered if we're standing. Little hinge forward. So we've got a slight bend in our knee if we're standing. The hinge is from the hips, but the spine stays long. Arms come straight down. Roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to pull the elbows back. Feel the shoulder blades squeeze and then push forward. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Roll the shoulders. Come to our upright position. We're going to do our lateral raises next. Let's start alternating. So we're going to start with the right arm. So we're going to reach out. Don't go higher than your shoulder. Little bend in the elbow. And then the left. Check in with your shoulders. 4. And then you can add, do both arms at the same time or stay alternating for 5, 6, 7. Nice controlled movements. 8. Keep your shoulders down away from the ears. 9. Working the tops of the shoulders. 10. 1. And last one. 2. Good. Let's roll the shoulders. We'll do one more before we take our first water break. We're going to do a chest fly. So again, we're working the back, also working the chest. Staggered stance. If we're standing seated with that hinge forward, this time arms are together, elbows are bent. Pull the shoulders down, keep the elbows bent, and we're going to pull both arms out. So working more of the mid back here. Feel the shoulder blades squeeze for 2, 3, 4. You can do these alternating as well or without weights. 5, 6. Keep the head and neck in line with the spine. 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do 5 more? Stop if you need to. 1, 2. Keep the belly engaged. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Let's roll the shoulders. Grab some water. Always need to hydrate. And we're going to move to a front raise. So arms are by our side. We're going to have our palms in here. So again, we can do alternating. Good posture And we have the option of doing this seated. Let me turn sideways here. So we're just gonna bring one arm straight out. Don't go higher than your shoulders, and then the left. 3, 4, again, stay alternating or maybe go with both. 5, core is engaged. 6, 7, working the front of the shoulders here. 8, 9, 10, can we do 2 more? 1, these are the ones with the straight arm that we might want to stick with your lighter weights. If you chose to go heavier, roll those shoulders. Bringing our arms in front, good posture here, roll those shoulders back and down. We're gonna do a upright row. So palms are facing in. We're gonna pull our weights up, elbows come out this time, and kind of squeeze the shoulder blades on the top, and then come back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, nice and controlled. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, actually let's do 2, and you'll find out why in a minute. We're gonna do a combo move, but it's just gonna include that. So roll those shoulders. Let's go the opposite way. We're gonna do overhead press. So palms can be facing forward. If you have some shoulder issues, you might want to try with your palms facing in. It's a little less stress on your shoulders. Alternative is to do elbow lifts. So here we go, palms forward or palms in. You can see, kind of try both, see which works. And we're going to start with an alternating before we commit to doing both. You can always go back to alternating. So straight up and down. 2, 3, 4, stay with alternating or both for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more. 1, 2, good, and lower. Might want to put your weights down for a moment, just shake out. So we're the last one for our back and shoulders is a combo move. So we're going to do an upright row to a Y. So we can do this one arm at a time. So it'd be an upright row, and then we flip it up overhead and come back down. So it'd be up, down, or we can do both. So again, your choice, or you can do it without weights. Do as many as you feel comfortable. If you start to fatigue and you lose your form, it's time to stop. So here we go, upright row, and then to a Y, back in and down. That was 1, 2, out, in and down. 3, remember you can alternate. 4, 5, 6, good posture. 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more. 1, out, in and down. 2, out, in and down. Nice job, everybody. Let's put our weights down, grab some water, and have a seat. Moving to our lower body, starting with our sit to stand. So seated on the chair, feet are firmly on the floor. We've got our knees above our ankles, knees and hips are aligned. You should be able to press through the heels, stand all the way up, and then sit all the way back down. We're doing 12. So here we go. We're going to stand up and sit down. Nice and easy and controlled. No plopping back in the chair. And no rocking. Nice and slow and steady. 3, 4. And cross your arms 5, arms in front, 6, or you can even use your arms for a little help if you need to. 7, 8, 9, such an important movement. 10, 2 more. 1, and 2. Have a seat. Take a nice breath. And we're going to stand. We're going to do a deadlift. So your choice here, we're going to a standing position. We're hinging at the hip. So it's a hip hinge. Spine stays long. So when we get to about parallel, we never want our head to go below our heart. It stays above. And then we're going to press through the heels, squeeze the glutes and come up. So hands can be on our hips. We can slide our hands down, slide our hands up. And then your choice here, we can add one weight or we can put a weight in each hand. So whether we have weights or not, unless our hands are on our hips, our hands stay close to our legs. So here we go. We're going to hinge and then squeeze to come up. That was 1. 2, just a little micro bend in the knees, the legs stay straight. 3, you don't want to lock your knees, they're not good for the joints. 4, press through the heels, squeeze through the glutes. 5, 6, spine stays long. 7, you go as low as is comfortable for you. 8, can be right above your knees or right below the knees. 9, 10. Can we do 5 more? Let's try. 1, listen to your body. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Roll the shoulders, weights down. Let's come to our chairs. We're going to do a side leg lift. Then we're going to have a cross, front cross back. So let's come to the right side of the chair. So left hand is going to be stable. Left leg is our standing leg. You want some room to bring that leg either in line, especially if we have hip issues or a hip replacement. We don't want to, and we've been told not to cross the midline. You want to come up just to the toe and then out, and then we tap or come behind. So we come to the toe and come to the heel, doing 10 with the right leg. So strong posture, pull your belly in, lengthen through the crown of your head, relax your shoulders, little micro bend. Here we go. 1, cross front, 1, cross back. 2, front, 2, back. 3, 4. Try to keep your upper body as still as possible. 5. So we're not leaning. It's from the hip down. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10, cross front, 10, cross back. Good. Shake that out. You're going to make it to the other side of the chair. So now we've got our right leg is standing, right hand on the chair. Relax the shoulders, lengthen the spine. Core muscles are engaged. Here we go. Out, cross front, out, cross back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure those toes are forward. 9. Last one. 10, cross front, 10, cross back, and both feet back. Shake everything out, roll the shoulders, quick water break here. Coming behind the chair, we're going to do our standing spinal balance. So working the long muscles in our back, our posture muscles to keep us erect, as well as the glutes and the hamstrings. We're going to bring our right leg back. So your choice to tap or to lift at the same time, but opposite arm. So it's going to be right leg, left arm, and then we're going to go to the other side. So we're going to alternate. We're going to do 30 total. So are we ready? Here we go. Right leg and left arm starts. So it's 1. Keep that spine long. 2. Feel the glute squeeze. 3. Feel the spine lengthen. 4. 5. When we lift that arm, we get the back muscles. 6. Back muscles working. 7. 8. 9. 10. 1/3 of the way there. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 10 more to go. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last 1. Nice job. Roll the shoulders. Shake everything out. So lengthening, we're going to go the other way. We're going to do squats at the back of the chair. So feet are hip distance apart, maybe a little bit tad wider. We can keep our hands on the chair if we'd like. When we squat, remember, knees bend, hips hinge, but the knees stay behind the toes. So we're not moving our legs at all. We're just bending the knees, hips slide back. So we're going to do a little pattern. Holding on to the chair, our arms can lift up. And here we go. We're going to squat, pulse, pulse, press up. That was 1. 2, pulse, pulse, and up. 3, pulse, pulse. 4, pulse, pulse. 5, pulse, pulse. 6, pulse, pulse. 7, pulse, pulse. 8, pulse, pulse. 9. 10. 5 more. 1, pulse, pulse, press up. 2, pulse, pulse, and up. 3, and up. 4, and up. Last 1. 5, pulse, pulse, and up. Good. Roll the shoulders, shake out those legs. Staying behind the chair, we're going to be going down 2. We're going to do heel lifts and some toe lifts. So make sure that you have some stability here. We're using all our legs, but the hands are just here for stability. We're going to start with 10 heel lifts. So we're going to lift and lower. 2 and lower. 3. 4. Feel those calf muscles working. 5. 6. Strengthen our ankles. 7. 8. 9. 10. Good. Just kind of bang that out a little bit. So now we're going to keep our heels down. We're going to lift our toes. So we're going to try holding on to the chair for sure. We're just going to lift our toes. So we're not going to bring our hips back. We're going to try to keep our spine long. We might go back a little bit. That's why we're holding on to the chair. So here we go. We're going to lift our toes and lower. Working the front. Feel the shins. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, 10. Good. Just shake out both legs. So we're going to combine and we're going to do a heel lift, toe lift for another 10. So here we go. Lift your heels, lift your toes. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10 toes, and we're done. Shake that out. Roll the shoulders. We have our balance pose. We're going to do our tree pose today. We're going to start with our right leg as our standing leg, right hand is on the chair. So we're going to come up onto our left toe, and we're just going to open and close this hip. Just let that hip open. So we're kind of like swiveling. Keep it out, slide it in. So rest the heel along the ankle, the foot along the calf. One arm out, 2 arms out for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and down. We're going to get everything a nice little shake. We're going to go to the other side. So now our left leg is our standing leg, tall spine. So we don't want to sink into this hip. Tall spine here as we pick up the right toe, the right heel, and pivot on our toe. Just warming up that hip. Tall spine, slide it in, rest the heel at the ankle, on the calf. Maybe one arm comes up, maybe we can just float this one or bring it up for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. And lower down. Roll the shoulders. Shake it all out. Grab some water. Screen went a little crooked here. Let's fix this. Okay. So let's grab our weights. We're going to do something different for our chest today. So you can choose to do this without weights as well. So we're going to start with the bellows. So with or without our weights, we're going to bring our arms out to cactus. We go to the side a little bit, and we're going to squeeze the forearms together. So we're working these chest muscles, and then open back up. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoulders down away from the ears. Tall spine, core engaged. 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do 2 more? And then we got just a little bit more. 12. Keep them closed, and we're just going to do little lifts up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And lower down. Roll those shoulders. How'd you do on that one? Working the muscles a little bit differently. Moving into biceps. We're going to do a superset. So we'll start with 12 bicep curls. And then the second set is a little bit different. So here we go. Keep those arms close to the body. Palms are facing forward. Shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to curl all the way up, all the way down. Nice and controlled. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Second set, we're going to come halfway, reach out, come in, back down. That was 1, 2, out, in. You can do the alternating 3, if you prefer. 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going for 12. 8. Keep that core engaged. We're working the core a lot, especially when we bring those weights out. 10. Last 2, alternating or both. 1 and 2. Out, in, and down. Good. Let's roll the shoulders. We're going to do a set of kickbacks. So you can sit in the chair, seated, facing front, hinging at the hips, or again, we can stagger our stance, hinging, roll the shoulders back, start with our arms straight, and then we're going to pull our elbows back. So this is our starting position. Elbows are not going to move from elbows to shoulders. Pull the shoulders down away from the back. And here we go. Kick straight back and rebend. 2, we're going for 15. 3, nice and controlled. 4. So it's not how high we're reaching behind us. 5, like we're trying to tap the wall. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do 5 more? Stop if you need to. We'll go alternating. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Let's roll the shoulders. Little water break. Let's pick up just one weight. We're going to do some side stretches, working the abdominal muscles on the side. So let's start with the right arm. So we're little off center, feel the weight more. So our body has to do more work, more stability involved as we lean down, come back up. 2, make it a little more challenging. You can bring your arm up. 3, maybe feel that stretch a little bit more. 4, good hand can stay on your hip or alongside. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do 5 more? 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 5. Good. Switch to the other side. So arm can be alongside, at our hip, behind your head. Tall spine to start. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Roll those shoulders. Let's grab our second weight. 1 more set of bicep curls. So we are going to start with this 90-degree angle. First set, we're going to go to the top and then come back to this halfway. So we're going to do 10 of these. So we're going to come up, halfway down. 2, 3, halfway down. 4, 5, 6, shoulders down away from the ears. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're back to the original 90-degree angle. Now we're going to go down and halfway up. So we're going to go down, halfway up. 2, halfway up. 3, halfway up. 4, halfway up. 5, tall spine. 6, halfway up. 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway. So here we go. Now we're gonna do both with this little break. So we're gonna go halfway up, stop, halfway down. That was 1. 2, stop, down, stop. 3, stop, down, stop. 4, tall spine. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, stop, down, up, and done. Roll those shoulders. Nice job, everybody. We're going to do one more for our triceps. So your choice to do another set of kickbacks, or we can stick with 2 weights. We can go down to 1 weight or no weights, just kind of interlace your fingers. We're going to bring the weights over our heads. So tall spine here. You can do this one seated. Weights are going to come down and go straight back up. 2, and up. 3, and up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Can we do 3 more? Stop if you need to. 3, 4, 5. All the way up, all the way down. Roll the shoulders. Nice job, everybody. Feel free to grab some water. We have our cool down stretches, so your choice to continue standing or to do them seated. I'm going to take a seat. Take a few deep breaths. Let our heart rate come back to normal. Take a quick body scan as we're breathing. And then we're going to reach right arm up and over. Nice full inhalations and exhalations here as we open up through the right side of the body. Good, and bring that arm down. Same thing, other side. So again, elbow can be bent, hand can be on our hip. Check in with your shoulder. Both hips stay on the chair. Good, and bring that arm down. Let's bring that right arm out and across. Give it a nice hug. Just opening up through the shoulder. And remember, we're breathing. Nice deep breaths. Good, and let's bring the other arm out, go across. Good. Both arms out to the side. We're going to flip our palms up and press out. Feel the forearms stretching. Good. Come back to neutral, then palms down, press out again. Top of the arms, stretching out. Biceps and triceps. Good. Then we're going to take this right arm and we're going to slide it across our low back. So your hand should be kind of resting on your left hip. And we're going to grab that wrist with your left hand and just open up, feel up the front of the shoulder, get a nice stretch. Good. And then bring both arms out. Same thing, other side. So slide it behind, gently grab. So we don't want to be tilted over. Nice tall spine, opening up the front of the shoulder. Good. Both arms out again. This time, we're going to bring both arms forward. Interlace your hands. press out through your hands. And as we're doing this, as you're pressing forward, we're pulling our belly in and tucking our chin, feeling the opening along the back of our spine, through our rib cage. Good. And then we're going to release, arms come all the way out, come all the way behind. Let's interlace behind, press away once more. And this time we lift the chin, open up the rib cage, and open up the front of the spine across the front of the ribs and chest. Good. And coming back. Shake that out. Maybe a few shoulder rolls would feel good. A few wrist circles would feel good. Feet are flat, tall spine. We're going to add a twist to the right. Keep the spine long, keep the shoulders relaxed. Your choice to keep your gaze forward, to the side, or over that right shoulder. One more inhale, exhale, let's come back, and we'll go the other way. Good. Coming back to center. Let's walk our feet wide. You might have to scoot to the front of the chair. We're just gonna drop one knee and the other. Do some swivels here. Moving down into our hips. Good, let's drop that right knee down, turn sideways. So your choice here to slide that leg back or to grab the ankle. Keep that spine long. So keep the shoulder over the hip. Keep the gaze forward. Good. Slide it around. Let's do the other side. So same thing. We can slide that leg back. Or we can grab the ankle. Or the back of your pants, back of your shoe. Tall spine. Nice full breaths. Good. And coming back down. Coming forward, let's slide that right heel out, heel down. Toe up, little hinge forward. Good. Coming back up. Let's point that toe. And then slide that leg in. And we're going to cross our right ankle with our left ankle. So we've got this hip externally rotated. We can stay here and hinge forward, or maybe work it up the leg to the shin or to the thigh. Your choice here. Depends on your hips. Relax your shoulders, a little hinge forward if that works for you. Good. Come on down, other leg. Heel down, toe up. So our foot is flexed. We're hinging forward, just opening up the back of the leg here. Relax the shoulders here. Good. Coming out of the hinge, point the toes down. Stretch out the top of the ankle, the top or the front of the ankle, the top of the foot, the shin. And then as we slide, crossing at the ankle. So this leg is right leg is straight, left knee is externally rotated, hinging forward here. Or again, your choice to move up to the shin or up to the thigh. And we're breathing, we're not holding our breath. If we're holding our breath, then we're probably in a stretch that's a little too much for us. So back out a little bit so you can breathe. Good, come on out. Scoot back on the chair. We're gonna bring both legs out for some ankle circles. One direction, ankle circles the other direction. Good, both feet down. Let's inhale one last time. Kind of stretch and move. Hopefully you feel great as we exhale. Thank you for joining me in class today. Have a wonderful day and see you next time. Bye-bye.